If Pyros and Crips all got along, they probably gun me down by the end of the song. Seem like the whole city go against me. Every time I'm in the street, I hear yak, 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 yak.
It's a rap for blood.
Where you from?
He didn't make it.
Fuck who you know. Where you from, my nigga? Where your grandma stay, my nigga? This mad city I run, my nigga.
Brace yourself, I take you on a trip down memory lane. This is not a rap on how I'm slinging crack or moon cocaine. This is cul-de-sac and plenty cognac and major pain. Not the drill sergeant, but the stress that weighing on your brain. It was me, El Boogie, Yang Yang, YG Lucky. Ride down Rosecrans, it got ugly. Waving your hand out the window, check yourself. Warriors and Conans, hope euphoria can slow dance with society. The driver's seat, the first one to get killed. Seen a light-skinned nigga with his brains blown out at the same burger stand with same gout. Now this is not a tape recorder saying that he did it, but ever since that day I was looking at him different. That was back when I was 9. Joey packed a 9, pack a stand on every porch is fine. We adapt to crime, pack a van with 4 guns at a time with the sliding door. Fuck it's up, fuck you shooting for. If you ain't walking up, you fucking punk. Picking up the fucking pump, picking off you sucker, sucker dick or die a sucker punch. A wall of bullets coming from AKs, ARs, AR, duck. That's what mama said when we was eating that free lunch. Oh man, goddamn, all hell broke loose. You killed my cousin back in 94. Fuck your truce. Now crawl your head in that noose. You wind up dead on the news. Ain't no peace treaty, just peace and BG's up to pre-approved. Bodies on top of bodies, IVs on top of IVs. Obviously the coroner between the sheets like the Osleys. When you hop on that trolley, make sure your color's correct. Make sure you're corporate or they'll be calling your mother collect. They say the governor collect all of our taxes except when we in traffic and tragic happens. That shit ain't no threat. You moving backwards if you suggest that you sleep with a tech. Go buy your chopper and have a doctor on speed dial, I guess. Mass City.
Bend down. Where you from, nigga? Fuck who you know. Where you from, my nigga? Where your grandma stay, my nigga? This mad city I run, my nigga.
If Pyros and Crips all got along, they probably gun me down by the end of the song. Seem like the whole city go against me. Every time I'm in the street, I hear yak, yak, yak.
Every 45 seconds, a black man enters an elevator, and some stupid white bitch clutches her purse for her dear life. Now, you might not think we notice, but we do. And while you think you're protecting yourself, in actuality, you're provoking a savage attack. The small step to the side, your subtle death grip on your belongings. It makes me want to snatch that fucking purse out of your hands and beat your racist ass to the ground. However, I'm not gonna do that. But I'll tell you what I will do. Dumb bitch.
Hey, on a solo.
3. And it's still there, world. 3 weeks. Series 8. Car still in the building. You're tuned into the Detroit Raw Show right here, only with your man, MrSan44Man. Don't you move that cursor 1 inch, because America has been infiltrated today and all this month, and I don't even know how long it has been going on, world, but somebody been lying. But we gonna get down to the truth of it today. Stay tuned. Detroit Raw right here, only on YouTube.
Like whatever you want like this, I hit you this, but you get this when I piss. Miss the buckshot, rockin' not quick, bitch, get off my dick. I rope 'em up and boot 'em up, then shoot 'em up. Whatever, I'm clever because I wear my leather in the winter. I enter the stage, nigga cocky gauge, I bust some more, so I'm awful. And then I leave the stage, I'm just a crazy maniac, murder type thinking. You're shitting, your ass thinking, I see you blinking, I wet him. Then forget him, never should have met him. But he was talking shit to my man, so I had to get him. Yup, you can get the fist, whatever. But how many MCs must get this? I got a nigga on scope through the eye of a needle, but to have the nigga buck on the mic is illegal. Pain as a nigga brain, I'm going insane. Pound up the pound, I can't stomp on your brain. Pick up the boot, better be jetty with the loot. Don't try to walk with a switch, bitch, like you cute. You just getting me sick, my dick, you ride on the regular. Ken Predator, etc.
What's up, world? Your man, MrSan44Man, back here with ya. Hey. Lots going on in the world today, y'all. Yeah. America's banks has been robbed. Not robbed of money, but robbed of information. A lot of information. A lot of people's information. One of the major, biggest corporations in the United States of America's banking system has been hacked, ladies and gentlemen, around the world. And it's sad because that bank is one of my banks. So with all this hacking and all that's going on that's out here right now, I don't know right now. I had to pull my money out of there. They said that the people are not going to be affected, but when somebody hacked into your bank account and took your money, you tell me if you want to hear that when you got your bills to be paid. But you ain't gonna take my word for it. Stand by. Take a look at this story right here, only on YouTube, Detroit Raw Show with your man, MrSan44Man.
Let's turn now to a massive cyber attack on U.S. banks that's being investigated not only by the FBI but the Secret Service as well. The security breach, including at least 5 financial institutions, including J.P. Morgan Chase. NBC's Pete Williams has more. Pete, I'm reading a lot about this morning. They're not exactly sure who did it, what the motive was, and what the scale was. So what do we know?
Well, this is an unusual one because generally speaking, the banking industry has better protections than most against computer intrusions. But federal officials say the hackers targeted financial giant J.P. Morgan Chase, the nation's biggest bank, and at least 4 others. The attacks came in a series carried out earlier this month, and there are some signs that it came from Russia. Investigators say the hackers scooped up a large amount of data on customers and bank employees, but officials haven't said yet whether that included bank account or credit card numbers or account passwords, Matt.
Yeah, and Pete, by the way, there's a statement from a representative of J.P. Morgan Chase in one of the papers this morning. I'm not sure whether this should make us feel better or worse, but it says, companies of our size, unfortunately, experience cyber attacks nearly every day. And by the way, you mentioned the Russians. Is there some thought that this could be retaliation for the sanctions the U.S. administration has placed on Russia?
Well, there's been some speculation about that, but until they know exactly where it came from, it's impossible to say. And so far, they say that there's no sign the information has actually been used to take money from any customer account. So it's still unclear what the hackers were actually after. Were they after money or intelligence about the banking industry? But as for what to do, the experts say changing your account password regularly is always a good idea, and that customers should call their banks if they think their accounts have been tampered with, Matt.
Pete Williams in Washington. Pete, thank you very much.
MrSan44Man back here with you. Hey, what did y'all think about that? Can you believe it? Some hacker then went into the banking system and took everybody's information. Everybody's. So you just seen it for yourself. But how did y'all feel? And you got to do that for yourself. But did you believe the information? Just like y'all believed that they was getting ready to take this fucking car from out here in the 30 days, and we had 3 weeks. They ain't no more had an inspector come out here to look at this shit. They ain't had nobody. If you look around, the barriers have fallen down. The neighbors have kicked them down. The kids have kicked them down. They still hanging around here. You don't see nobody doing nothing over here. Nobody. Because nobody cares. You probably seen me more here than you seen any reporter in the city of Detroit or in the state of Michigan or around the world. Where's Brian Williams and where's those cats? Where they at? They ain't here. They ain't here. I don't see nobody from NBC Nightly News. I don't see nobody from nowhere. Nowhere. I see me. I see me on YouTube. I see me telling you this on YouTube, but I don't see nobody else doing it. And that's the thing that I say, that people want to wonder why black folks out here tripping, why folks out here acting crazy. This the shit right here that make folks act crazy. If this was in your neighborhood for 3 weeks, what would you be saying? Me and your babies walking past here, gotta go to school, and people supposed to be cool with it. Everybody's stealing everybody's money out of the bank accounts. I already told y'all, y'all done hit me up. Y'all got the police out here trying to hurt and kill me for reasons I don't even know why. You know, I mean, what else should we do? What else should we do? I mean, people can only be pushed so far, world. I mean, come on now. People can only be pushed so far. So, I mean, but with us, y'all just continuously push us, continuously push us. You push our kids, you push our families, you push our black men. Y'all just try to ruin us. But with that said, I want you to take a look at this story. And I want you to ask yourself, why are so many mainstream American kids out here being prepared for battle? I mean, from Uzis to everything. And the only reason that it sparked my attention, was because of the simple fact an instructor was killed training a child with an Uzi, a fucking Uzi. I think the child was like 9 years old, walking around with an Uzi. You know what I'm saying? Whatever happened to a little pea shooter or something small? Y'all got these kids with semi-automatic assault weapons at 5? Tell me, world, is something going down that our children should know about? That mainstream American children are preparing for battles for? That mainstream America is really preparing their children for battle to annihilate who? The black race? Take a look at this story and I'll be back with you. Detroit Raw.
He's too young to shoot in the wake of that tragic accident at a firing range. One father says he's happy to teach his young son to handle fully automatic weapons. There is more fallout this morning tied to the accidental deadly shooting of a firing range instructor in Arizona by his 9-year-old student. Could that lead to rule changes at shooting ranges all across the country? NBC's Joe Fryer has more on that. Hi, Joe. Good morning.
Good morning, Matt. The shooting range is here at the last stop, home to the popular tourist attraction Bullets and Burgers. It's a remote area an hour outside of Las Vegas. After a 9-year-old girl accidentally killed an instructor while operating an Uzi here, there's a debate. Should kids so young be allowed to shoot guns so powerful?
Can you see the target?
To many, it's a shocking sight, a child holding an automatic weapon.
If anything happens, I'll be right there to grab the gun, okay?
But to some, it's responsible parenting.
Once you desensitize your kids and let them shoot enough, they're not going to be curious.
Jeremy Alseed is the CEO of Tactical Firearms in Texas.
Keep going. Keep going.
He teaches his children how to shoot guns starting at age 5.
People may criticize me, but I guarantee you, if something happens, then I feel comfortable that my son's going to be alive.
His son Ian just turned 10 and usually doesn't shoot fully automatic weapons.
You did really good.
He did Wednesday with his dad's close supervision.
I think it's fun and it's more of learning stuff.
In most states, children can legally fire fully automatic guns at shooting ranges if they're supervised.
You have to keep that held in.
But that practice is being questioned after a 9-year-old girl accidentally killed an instructor at an Arizona gun range. She was firing an Uzi at a place called Bullets and Burgers.
Well, these submachine guns are designed for military purpose. Children 9 years old shouldn't shoot them, even with supervision.
39-year-old Charles Vaca was killed.
We love Charlie. Everybody here was a dry sense of humor, funny sense of humor.
The gun range allows supervised kids as young as 8 years old to fire guns, but plans to review its policy after talking with authorities.
If they recommend it, it's not a terrible big loss if we don't let any children shoot, because they're 1% of our business.
State and local governments are responsible for regulating gun access after a Connecticut boy died in a similar incident a few years ago. That state restricted access to machine guns for kids under 16. Matt?
Joe Fryer. Joe, thank you very much.
What's up, world? It's your man, MrSan44Man. Y'all see that man behind me?
Yeah.
He's in here bidding on the demolition of this building. And can you believe it, world? He fucking told me that they want to sit back and tear down just this part of the building as if none of this other part of the building need to be tore down. So he telling me now that they realize that this part of the building, if it's tore down, all of that part of the building gonna fall. You think? Come on, man. Let's stop being tacky with this project, world, and let's get this together. I'm not gonna mention the man's name, but Mr. Hatkins, I give his last name. He's just out here looking over his thing. He said he got an hour to do his bidding, so he's just walking around taking some pictures and decide if he's gonna do any demolition or if his company will be able to make the bid for the demolition, because they just want to tear up just this part of the building, and we all realize this whole building's got to go. So stop playing with the money, stop cutting the budget, and tear this damn thing down, world. Please, City of Detroit, pretty please, with sugar on fucking top, cut this damn building down. Drop it.
That's it.
That's all we ask. Drop the building.
Yeah. Well, if anybody will pick it up.
Detroit Raw. I'm feeling bad. How's you doing? Mr. Man, MrSan44Man out here with the citizens. So the man said he about to tear this down. What you think? You believe it? About 3 more days, somebody might do something. I doubt it.
I told you the other day.
Yeah.
He said he gave us 2 weeks.
Right. Right.
I'm just kind of shocked.
Right.
I'm kind of shocked. I catch up with you. I know. I do.
Oh, what you say? You kind of sure. What you trying to do?
You know I go up to the stove. I get back to it. Don't let it bullshit you.
All right, now. You too. MrSan44Man with you. Just trying to help out one of the community neighbors. He's short a few dollars, so I just threw him with his little change he had. So that's nothing. But this here, this is something. This is a big deal. And my man is talking about they're coming to demolish this, or at least bidding on demolishing this building. So they're waiting to find somebody that's gonna take the bid. I guess somebody got to figure that they got a car in here that they got to deal with before they even tear the damn building down, so that's a problem. And then they wanted to tear one part of the section of the building down. Now I'm gonna take y'all around, okay? I'm gonna take y'all around the building, and you for yourself one more time in 3 weeks later if you think just this part of the building should went down or go down, or if you think all this part of the building need to go down. So I'm gonna take you around and we'll see it again. Here we go.
I hold up. I done lost too many homies in these past couple years. This shit brazy.
Now look at that world. Tell me, they saying, this is what he said, world. He said they just want to tear down just this part of the building, just this part of the building right here, because it's falling in. They just want to tear this down, but they want to keep all the rest of this raggedy ass shit up here because they say they don't think that it's a safety hazard to the people around here. Ain't that some shit? Are y'all crazy or y'all thinking for y'allself? Y'all see how bad this place is? But they don't think it's a safety hazard for them. That's why the man probably didn't want to go on camera, because he know it's a problem. I mean, look at this. You just want to tear this part of the building up and you don't want to do nothing to the rest of that? Come on, man. Take a look at that building over there. Look at this. And they say, world, this ain't no safety hazard. They say it's just the parts that they think that needs to, you know, really be demolished. You know why they don't want to demolish it? Because look at all that work they got to do. That's a whole city block, world. Now guess what? Tomorrow, I'm going to take you downtown Detroit. I'm going to get me a parking spot and I'm going to walk around downtown Detroit and show you how downtown Detroit look a hot fucking mess with all that traffic. And the new construction of the new train system. Yeah, I'm going to show you all that. And then I'm going to come right back and I'm going to tell you, nah, we ain't got the money to do that. But we surely got the money to do that. Y'all better stay tuned to Detroit Ross Show. You know who I am, MrSan44Man. Stop playing. Oh shit, here comes some cars.